How to make $10,000 a month using the laws of the universe. No big long intro today. Let's get into it. So, firstly, what you got to understand is the structure of the universe. So, I'm going to draw this square. This represents your mind. Whoa, mind. Down here is the body, and up here is the soul. Now, at the very, very tip top here is the all, or God, or Allah, or the universe, whatever you want to conceptualize as the initial creation spark of the universe. What you also need to understand is that we live within three planes: spiritual, mental, and physical. This is the structure of the universe. This is the law of correspondence, the second law of the universe. Now, how does this help us get money? Well, firstly, you need to understand the first law of the universe, which is mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mind. Reality is mental. We live in a panpsychic world. Pan meaning all, psychic meaning mind. So whatever is going on in your mind, in your mental plane of existence, is what is going to be imported into your reality. Reality lives down here in the physical plane. It's going to be imported down into your reality. You watching this video are getting something completely different than somebody else because of your mind, because of the way you think, because of your mental plane. So, with that being said, when it comes to earning money, $10,000 a month, there's many things you could do. Many things you could do. You could sell products, you could work a sales job, you could work for a company, get promoted, and make this sort of money. But I teach how to make money a specific way. Why is this? I teach people to utilize the mental plane, the first law of the universe, mentalism, to earn money. Making money from your mind. Earning money from your knowledge, from the things you have in your head, which are valuable. Why is this? Well, you have to understand the law of vibration. So up here, vibrates fast. And as we go down into the physical plane, things vibrate slow. This is known as frequency or vibration or consciousness. All it really is your level of awareness. Okay, so why do I encourage people to sell knowledge? Let's go to the Bible for a second, okay? King Solomon, who is the richest character within the Bible, he asked God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And due to that, God saw that he didn't ask for all sorts of treasures, didn't ask for all sorts of material things. He said, since you have asked for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you will get all of these other material things, material wealth, riches, all of that stuff. So what happens is Solomon sells his knowledge to other royal people within the land. It said there was a queen who spent the equivalent of $200 million today to get Solomon's knowledge, to learn from Solomon. Now you can take this as a literal story or a metaphorical story. It doesn't matter. It's the same lesson. You can make a lot of money from your mind, from the things you know. Why is this? Because you are increasing other people's level of awareness. And the higher someone's level of awareness is, the more they can change their lives, the better chance they will have of manifesting a new reality, right? So imagine you want to get fit, right? But you have no clue where to start. You have no idea what to do. Yet you speak to somebody who's already fit, who has done this, who's been in your predicament. Maybe they were very overweight or they were very skinny, and you speak to them and you got some knowledge and it gave you the awareness to manifest what you wanted to manifest physically in your body. Awareness. They help change your vibration, help change your frequency. That is worth money. You understand?
It makes sense too, because that person who went through those experiences or came across that knowledge has like kind of compounded it. So it's like it becomes a quicker process for you to now integrate and understand and be faster with your awareness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They already made all the mistakes, so they can tell you what to actually do. So I'm going to do this in the premise of selling your knowledge. Now, you could sell a product, right? But I'm not like a physical product guy. My wife likes physical products. She always trying to sell physical products, lotion and these sorts of things, physical. And I'm always trying to make it digital, right? I'm always trying to be like, what can I sell digitally? How do I add a knowledge component to this? And the thing about knowledge is that if you have a physical product, it's limited because it's in the physical realm, right? It's limited. So you're only going to have so many, and you're going to have to make new ones, and you're going to have to make sure you have enough supply, all that type of stuff. Your knowledge, it never goes away. Unless you get brain damage or something, God forbid, your knowledge never goes away, which means it's resellable, right? So that's the first thing, mentalism. So you're going to sell knowledge. Next, what you got to understand is something very similar to the concept I spoke about in my debt video, crushing debt using universal laws. You need to chunk down this number, and there's a universal law reason as to why you should do it. So if you want to make 10K a month, right? That is $2,500 a week. That's $333 a day. Or if you work 8 hours, it's $41 an hour. Okay? If you work 12 hours, that would be 27, no, it's not 27.75. What is it if you work 12 hours? 12 hours would be, I think it's 27.75. Yeah, if you break that down. Somewhere around there. Yeah, 27.75. If you work 12 hours. The reason I say 12 hours is because if you're not making 10K a month and you have spare time, you need to be working 12 to 16 hours. Okay? But we're going to talk about how to utilize time appropriately with all of this stuff. But basically, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you cannot charge any less than $41 an hour. You can't charge any less than $41 an hour. So are you doing $41 an hour work currently? No, that's why you're not making $10,000 a month. So the reason you want to chunk this down is because you will be moving like the all, okay? The all is the simplest point of creation. When you move to the all energy, the God energy, which is within you, you reach the simplest point of the pyramid. The synthesis of everything in the universe is simple. Okay, when you get down here, you get chaos and confusion. So you have this big number which has density and matter, and it's big to you, okay? And it lives down here, and it's weighted, and it's hard to carry, right? You move up here, you chunk it down, you see, okay, this is $41 an hour. So what does that mean? If you're going to be selling your time, you cannot charge any less than $41 an hour. Now you should be charging a lot more, and I'm going to get to that. Secondly, when it comes to selling your knowledge, you need to do something based in purpose, mission, and vision. Okay, this lives within the spiritual plane. I talk about this in every single video. I'm going to drill it into your head until you understand. You get your purpose from knowing your values. Get the free value finder tool. It will help you find your values, which will help you find your purpose, which will create a mission, which will create vision for you to execute and get what you want. In this case, $10,000 a month. The opposite of that, right? Because you can still make 10 grand a month. Guys, 10 grand a month, it's not a lot of money, okay? So first of all, take that out of your head. It's only 10K a month. You need to believe that. It's not a lot of money, okay? But you can make 10 grand a month by using a whole lot of physical realm stuff like survival. Whoa, okay, we're alive. survival, right? Passion, which is the opposite of mission, and confusion even. Okay, you could be confounded. Okay, confudere, the Latin confudere, means confounded vision. It means to mix into disorder. That's confusion. You could actually make 10 grand a month here. You actually could, but it's gonna eat away at your soul, okay? And you're gonna deal eventually with a lot of negative emotions and a lot of problems. There are people that are making significant amounts of money and they're completely unfulfilled and they are miserable. And everybody's looking at them like, yo, but you make so much money. Why are you miserable? Because they don't have purpose, mission, and vision. And these sorts of people with all the money in the world end up ending it all, unfortunately, right? So you could make the money down here, but you don't want to do that, because also what's going to happen is you're going to deal with guilt because you know you should be doing something else, and you're going to deal with shame because you know you should be dealing with something else. So for those of you who know my story and know how I first started making significant amounts of money, I was a manager for adult actors, adult online entertainment actors, people who did OnlyFans, basically. I managed that. Now, I could have made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars in that business. Millions, okay? I've helped people make millions in that business, right? But it was not aligned with my purpose, mission, and vision, and started to eat away at my soul, and I started to have guilt and shame. That caps your ability to get money. Shame is a repeller of wealth. So even though I could make significant amounts of money, it would never cross over into bigger amounts of money, because there was a level of shame there. There was a charge of shame and that type of stuff. So I could do the same things that other people were doing and they didn't work. People did some stuff, made a whole heap of money. I would do it, it didn't work. Because energetically, this type of emotion will block you from getting money. And if you live here to get your 10K a month or your 100K a month or your 1,000,000 a month, if you live here to get it, you'll eventually deal with this and you will cap your ability to grow. Now, I've since dealt with shame and stuff around this and canceled out these charges, which is something I help people do in the next realm. Because if you don't cancel out your charges around guilt and shame, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? You're going to prevent yourself from getting money, and you're going to become incredibly altruistic, and you're going to give away all of your money. All right? So that's my past. If you got a problem with it, that's your problem. So don't look at me like I'm some perfect guru, huh? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Don't expect me to be. Okay? If you wanted me to be your perfect guru, I'm sorry. I'm not that guy. I don't have a perfect past. I haven't been a perfect person. But I am moving in my purpose, mission, and vision now to help people in a different way. And you can only really see the light if you've seen the darkness. So,
And that is why I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you. So, you could make your money down here, but you want to make it here. So get the value finder. Now, what's next? What you need to understand is the concept of value, okay? And I'm going to put value right here in the middle of the mind, okay? Value lives completely within the mind. And there's a bunch of people that will give you definitions of what value is. Value is when you spend $10 but get $100. Value is when the product is so good, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Value is simply an emotion. Emotion lives down here. Okay? Emotion lives down here. That's emotion. Okay? So what happens in the physical plane and the mind, you get negative and you get positive, right? You get negative and you get positive. You have perceptions of negative and positive. So for instance, like I said about my past and the business that I was in, some of you perceive that to be negative. Some of you don't care about it. Some of you think that's positive, right? Whole spectrum of people. Basically dealing with polarity, but God, the all, is the perfect synthesis of negative and positive, good and bad, light and dark, hot and cold, whatever you want to perceive it as, right? Value is simply an emotion. How do you move somebody from the quote unquote negative emotions to the positive emotions? Okay? Because here people have problems. Okay? And they want do I do it in green? Yeah, I'll do it in green. They want a solution. Right? They want a solution. They have a problem here. They want a solution. Also, here, they might even have a nightmare. Something they really don't want to happen. Here, they have a fantasy. Oh, when I get that money, my whole life's going to be different, blah, 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 blah. They don't see what else is involved in that. But what happens here, right? All you're doing here is solving a problem. Solve problem. When you solve a problem, you move somebody from negative emotions to positive emotions, and you also increase their awareness. Now, here's the thing about emotion. Emotion's a two-way street. Emotion actually communicates with the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Okay? So emotion can also go up there to help connect you with the spiritual realm. So you'll notice a lot of manifestation creators, they will tell you you need to emotionally connect to the reality that you desire in your mind. And then that accesses the spiritual plane, and the spiritual plane starts to import that down into your reality, right? It's a two-way street. That's why when you help somebody go from negative to positive, you actually increase their awareness, which is moving them up spiritually. Okay? So in order to get money, you need to solve a problem with your mind that is valuable to people, that moves them from here to here and increases here. Boom. And you can start getting paid. Okay? So since I said I want you to sell knowledge, how do you even develop this knowledge to sell? Okay? Now, you already have knowledge. You have things that you have done that other people have not done that they would pay you to do. Okay? You just are unaware of it. You have to look at your life and ask yourself, what have I accomplished? What have I done that has been useful in my life that I could teach other people, that other people would pay me to learn? Okay? You have to ask yourself this question. So for me, I've gone from being incredibly broke to making, significant amounts of money. I have knowledge around esoteric concepts, spiritual concepts, finances, also psychology, all sorts of stuff, right? I have a vast awareness of things, okay? I ain't all the way up here though. I'm probably somewhere around here, to be honest.
You've lived a lot of life.
And I have lived a lot of life. So that gives you a certain level of skill and a certain level of knowledge, right? Which can be sold. So you have to ask yourself, what have I solved in my life? And how can I utilize that to help other people? Ask yourself this question. And here's the thing. When you're moving in purpose, mission, and vision, you activate the prefrontal cortex. Okay? Prefrontal cortex is more connected to the all, to bringing you up, okay? Bringing you up and increasing your awareness, because the prefrontal cortex gets activated from purpose, mission, and vision. There's been scientific studies about that. If you're on your purpose, your prefrontal cortex is going to get activated. You're going to make better decisions. You're going to be able to judge things appropriately. You're going to see what can go right with the situation. You're going to see what could go wrong. You're going to mitigate the wrongs. You're going to increase the rights, and you're going to move while reducing the risk. You're also going to see more opportunities around you. When you're using here, you see opportunities. So if you want to sell knowledge, for instance, right? And you want to make a course, you're like, well, Seth, I don't know the opportunity of how to do this. I have no clue how this works. You already have the tools around you to start making money. Let me tell you something. If you have access to the internet, okay, you can make money online now for $0. $0, okay? You have a phone, you can get Calendly for calls, which is free, Stripe, which is free to collect the money, okay? And if you want to make a course, you can make it with Notion. Notion is free, okay? You could use Notion, you could build a course. If you have videos for the course, you could shoot them on your phone, right? and make unlisted YouTube videos, embed them into Notion, now you have your course. Or you can use Gumroad. Gumroad is free, right? Gumroad just takes a piece of your sales. So you can record videos on your phone, create a course, create some sort of knowledge that can be bought by other people. Put it on Gumroad, which is free. People buy it. Put it in Notion, which is free. Sell it to people. Bang.
You're giving them all the sauce right now.
All the sauce. I just told you how to make a business in how much minutes? 20 minutes. You just had a business made. Take something in your head and build something you can sell to people. But that's not it. Because you can make money for $0. You just didn't see the opportunities because you're down here activating your amygdala, right? The amygdala lives down here. And I won't get all into that, but that's the survival center of the brain, right? And that makes you unable to see opportunities because you need to survive. That makes you have short-term dopamine. So you need the money tomorrow. You need it now. I need to win the lottery tomorrow. Bang, 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 bang. You can't think. It down regulates the blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, so you can't see the opportunities. You can't think about what you can do and what you already know to get money. Now, you might think you actually have zero skills. You might think that you know nothing you can teach somebody else. You might think that. Okay, so then what do? You go develop a skill. You go on YouTube, find something you're interested in, and develop a skill around it. Maybe it's music, maybe it's video editing, maybe it's this sort of knowledge, maybe it's psychology, maybe it's health, maybe it's tarot, maybe it's astrology, maybe it's crystals. All of this type of stuff, people have offers around them. People sell things to do with this. My wife bought an astrology offer the other day. How much did that girl sell the thing for? Like $750 or something like that?
I wish it was more than that.
How much was it?
It was $1,111 American.
There you go. $1,111 to get on a call.
Good lesson.
Okay? $1,111 to get on a call for an astrology offer because the woman had knowledge of astrology. All right? And you think you don't know nothing. You can go learn it. And you can learn it fast. Okay? My brother, for instance, right? I come from the music business, right? I made a lot of music. I did a lot of great things in the music business. But it took me a long time to learn how to get good at music. My younger brother one day decided, hey, I want to start producing. I said, cool, go ahead. In 6 months, this kid learned, which took me 4 years to learn. And he made some fire beats. And I recorded 2 or 3 songs to the beats he made and released them. And we both got paid because it got streams, because it sounded good. It was good.
One of my favorite songs ever. He made this.
So he learned in 6 months. That's the type of resource you have right now. So you can learn something. You can garner that knowledge and you can sell it. So you're over here like, I don't have any knowledge to sell. Yes, you do. And if you don't, you can get some. That's what you sell. Now, another thing you need to understand, which is highly, highly, highly important. You move too slow. Remember I said down here is slow, up here is fast. If you want to manifest your desires quickly, if you want to make your 10K a month quicker, you need to move fast. Why? Because the all is fast. It is the fastest point of vibration in the universe. The all, the spiritual plane, can manifest instantaneously. Your mind vibrationally is closer to the speed of the all. That's why when you think in your head, you can imagine things and manifest things instantaneously. You can see yourself in the Rolls Royce. You can see yourself in the Ferrari. You can see yourself in the mansion. You can see yourself at the beach chilling. You can see it in your mind instantly. Why? Because it's quicker in vibration to the all.
And you know what's crazy? Me and Seth have so many experiences where we say something or we think something and then we say it, and then literally right as we walk out the car or right as we look out the window, it's right there.
It's true. That's very true. So you need to understand, you have to move fast. So if I told you to go learn something, you better go start learning quick, because speed defies many things in the physical plane, okay? Speed can break through the atmosphere of Earth. Do you understand? A rocket ship. You are a rocket ship here, okay? You are a rocket ship. And you need to break through to a new atmosphere. So you need to move quickly. A rocket ship only passes through Earth's atmosphere because it is fast. It has rocket boosters and all of that. So you need to rocket boost yourself with speed to get it done. So if I told you, yo, go use your phone and record some videos and make a course on Gumroad, do it quickly. I built the next realm in 3 days, guys. 3 days. I had a website, I had 4 courses, I had a community built, I sold it to people. 4 days, 4 days. So it was done in 3 days, sold by 4. Speed. Because the faster you move, the faster you will learn awareness of what works and what doesn't work. You understand? Now, this is all very practical, but it's built in the laws of the universe. So it's not necessarily like think and manifest it in your life, which is part of this process, right? Because it's all happening in your mind. It's part of the process, right? But yes, I can't begin to emphasize the level of speed that is important to do this, okay? I'm in a YouTube group with some friends, and they're like, yo, Seth, how you put out so much videos? This is uncanny. 1, I have purpose, mission, and vision. 2, I understand the laws of the universe. If I move fast, what I desire will happen quicker. Okay? Boom. Stop being slow. You have more time than you think, and you can move quicker than you think. I am emphasizing this because it is one of the most important things ever. I was speaking to a CEO the other day who manages a company about 2,000 people. All right? And he's good. He makes money. And he told me, Seth, the major factor between successful entrepreneurs and unsuccessful entrepreneurs is one moves faster than the other. One just gets the idea and just does it. The other one sits there and overthinks it all. Overthinking is just your old frequency trying to pull you down, trying to carry out entropy, okay? Entropy is the way of the physical plane. The physical plane is aiming to descend things into chaos. It's not a bad thing. It's just part of the universe, polarity. Up here, you have order. Okay? Physical plane is aiming to descend things into chaos. It is your job to order the chaos. It is very easy to fall into chaos. Okay? It is very easy for your old frequency to pull you down. You could lay down in your bed all day. It'd be very easy. But what's going to happen? You're just going to pass away because you're not doing anything. You're not ordering your life. Your teeth are going to rot. Your skin is going to get bad. You're going to smell. You're going to lose nutrition. You're going to pass away. But it'd be easy to do. That's entropy. Up here, when you bring things into order, it's called negentropy. You're looking to carry out negentropy. So sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent, but you need to move fast and avoid the chaos. You need to move fast, all right? My camera stopped, so I gotta explain something. So basically, you have the knowledge now, right? You have something that solves a problem for people, moves them from something negative to something positive. At least they perceive it that way, negative to positive, and will increase their awareness because you're selling knowledge. Now, how do you actually sell it? Well, what you need to understand, before my camera shut off, because it only records half an hour, make sure you guys like and subscribe so I can buy a new camera, okay? You know, YouTube money got to pay for the YouTube equipment. You know what I'm saying? This was my first purchase with YouTube money, my Blackboard. There you go. Anyways, you have to understand masculine energy and feminine energy. Okay, these are energies in the universe. Masculine is the projection, feminine is the injection. Masculine is the give, feminine is the receive. Now, many people can't make any money because their feminine energy is totally messed up and they can't receive anything. So like even small things, somebody offers you a drink and you're, no. Not because you don't want the drink, because your parents or something told you that you shouldn't accept things from people or it's rude or whatever. And a lot, especially in like the Black community, they think people are gonna hex you and all this type of stuff, right? But listen, who jobless no man can't curse. So you'll be fine, okay? As long as you believe you'll be fine. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper, especially not against me. And some weapons have been formed against me in the past, and they ain't prosper. So let me make sure I don't get too proud, because that causes humility and problems in life. So, anyways, you got to understand masculine and feminine energy. You need to have a masculine projection that goes down into the physical realm. What do I mean by masculine projection? People need to know that you sell something. How are people going to know you sell something? What are you going to do? People need to know. What are you going to go? Are you going to go knock on people's doors? You could do that. There's people who still do that. I donate to Sick Kids Hospital because someone came and knocked on the door. Okay? What are you shaking your head about?
No, it's okay. I don't want to say that out loud. It's going to make me sound bad, but it's not actually bad. It's just like, you're not good with answering the door.
True. Yeah, no.
You have a heart, especially if they like connect you on some front, because that's like a. Anyway, sorry.
It is, yeah. It's a deep thing for me because I was sick as a child. So I was like, oh, the sick kids people came over. Well, they got my money.
You know what? I was at Sick Kids too. Imagine we're like in some picture in the hall together and we just didn't know we knew each other. Those like little moments.
Maybe that would be very cute, but I was quarantined away from all the other kids. So I was quarantined. So yeah, so you need to have a masculine projection that goes down into the physical realm. So you can knock on people's doors, but that requires time and effort and all this type of stuff, right? You could try sending mail, okay? You could talk to people. But the best thing that you can do is start putting content into the world and letting people know what you can do. All right? Letting them know what you can do. People are afraid to put a projection into the world, right? To put a message into the world, usually because they have this thing, guilt and shame. So it makes them hide. Guilt and shame will make you hide, and you'll never put a message out into the world, and you'll never put your light into the world, and you'll just live in the shadows, which, I mean, it's important to have some shadow elements to you, but if you just live there, you're never going to make any money. Not even 10K a month, not 100 million, you're not going to make it because you're going to hide, okay? You don't want to hide. You need to project something into the world. The way you do this would be through purpose, mission, and vision. When you're carrying out your values, you are very likely, it's not even likely, you will put a message into the world about it, right? You will. So make content. Now, that lets people know about you, but you need to understand the concept of leverage. Now, to be honest, you don't need a lot of leverage to get to 10K a month. But I'm going to talk about leverage like I spoke about in my 100K business video, right? So there are a couple points of leverage. There is, where can I draw this? I'll put it here. There is capital. Capital, labor, network, media, and code. All right, they're over here. Capital, labor, network, media, code. And I'm gonna add one final one, which I normally wouldn't say, but in this case, you need to get to 10K a month. So, time. Time is a point of leverage, okay? Now, if you have some money, you can make money. You can buy ads or whatever, right? If you have some capital, you can get a nice camera, you can get nice lights and all that stuff. But if you have a phone, you don't need all of that. You can make a 10K business without a whole heap of capital, with zero capital, actually, as long as you have a phone. And since you're watching this, you probably do have a phone. And like I said before, I already told you how to do it for free. Notion, Gumroad, Calendly, phone, $0, okay? Labor. You don't have money to pay other people, okay? Currently, because you're not 10K a month, so you probably don't have money to pay other people. So you can't use the leverage of paying other people their labor. So you need to use your labor, okay? Your labor, your work. Network. This is something people sleep on like crazy and is probably one of the biggest levers in the world, okay? In reality, period. This is probably one of the most powerful aspects of the next realm, the network, okay? A network A network's value is the amount of nodes in that network squared. So if there are 100 people in a network, right? 100 people squared equals 10,000. You should be able to make at least 10 grand out of a network of 100 people. At least 10 grand. You can make more if you utilize it appropriately. Man, network compounds. People understand compounding interest and maybe even compounding skills. I have a lot of skills and they compound. I know how to record, I know how to edit video, I understand lighting, I can teach certain things, I have certain knowledge. All these compounding skills allow me to present and build and teach on YouTube the way I do and build the next realm in the way I do. But relationships compound. You know somebody for a long period of time. You trust each other, okay? You get into business together. You will make more money. Or they have access to something or an opportunity or people that you do not know or you don't currently have on your own. They bring you in on it because they need your help and then you make money together. I have a friend, okay? I have a friend. He helped put together a $5.9 million business exit, okay? And he got paid $500,000. What did he do? He made a phone call. He made one phone call and spoke for half an hour and made $500,000 down the road from a $5.9 million sale from one phone call. This is the power of network. But you don't understand that because the manifestation space told you to be isolated and alone and sit in your house alone and meditate on what you want to get when really network could speed up your process. Once again, due to the law of gender. Oh no, there goes the green chalk. It's all good. We're getting spirited over here. Due to the law of gender, people can project things into your mind, okay? If you're around a bunch of people that earn money, they will project how to earn more money. If everybody is on getting money, they will project into your mind how to get more money, into your feminine subconscious. This is the subconscious, okay? They will project it into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind imports into reality. You understand? Now, the problem with most people is they listen to foolish people that don't know nothing about nothing, that projected things into their head, and now they wonder why their reality is all messed up. But this is not a bad thing. This is a helpful thing. Okay? And you have not got anything in your life without the help of other people. You don't even have YouTube without somebody else building it. You're watching this on YouTube. Someone else built it. You don't need other people? How are you going to get this knowledge? Even if you read a book, someone else wrote it. How'd you learn to read? Someone else taught you. How'd you learn to speak? You witnessed other people and listened to other people and you learned how to speak. But you don't need nobody. You don't need nobody. I know, yeah, you don't need nobody. Cool.
This is coming from someone who has overcome lone wolf syndrome.
Facts, because I thought I could do everything by myself, but I didn't make 10K a month doing everything myself. I was lucky if I made 2. Oh, but I mean, what do I know? I don't know nothing. I didn't even learn all this stuff on my own. Other people helped teach me. I read books. I learned things. I looked at data, all types of stuff, right? So, network, use it, get into the next realm. It will help you out a lot, okay? We got all sorts of people. We got a guy who's a financial advisor. There was somebody who was dealing with debt. They linked up, that's getting solved. Another guy who's a fitness trainer, somebody wanted to get more fit. He used to be an athlete, but he kind of fell off a bit. Boom, got with the fitness trainer, bang, he's jacked. It's a network. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. There's a sales guy in there who'll help you with sales, all of that. So that's network. Media is social media content like I'm making right now, like I'm doing right now, right? Projecting a message into the world through the internet. Now, what's very powerful about media, social media, is it's something called permissionless media, right? Permissionless advertising. Because back in the day, if you wanted to get into media, you needed permission. You need to go pay the radio station. You need to go pay the TV network. You need to go pay the newspaper. You needed permission. This is permissionless. No one can tell you, yo, you can't upload on YouTube unless you break the policies and all of that, right? So you need to use media to project a message into the world. Code. All this media stuff, social media is code. So you're already utilizing leverage if you're using social media, okay? But code is things like AI. Use AI, speed up your process. I use AI all the time. There's certain tools I make for people in the next realm, and sometimes it's things that are gonna require code, but I'm not a coder. So I have my idea, I know what I wanna execute, I put it into ChatGPT, code gets built, boom. Quick, speed, fast. Use code, it's leverage, okay? Automations, email automations and that stuff. We'll teach you that in the next row. But finally, time, okay? And normally I wouldn't mention this because I like to separate time from money. But you're trying to make 10K a month. If you're trying to make 10K a month, you still need to use your time. It's that simple. It's actually going to be the fastest way for you to earn money. It's going to be the fastest way. Because remember I said you need to earn at least $41 an hour? If you're projecting a message into the world and people discover that you can help them, right? Solve a problem, get them from pain to pleasure, get them from nightmare to fantasy, right? Get them from problem to solution. They believe you can help them because you've given great value, right? Great value into the world through your projection. They will pay you to deal with their problems, but you shouldn't be charging $41 an hour. Remember, you need to make $333 a day at least to make 10K a month. So should you charge $333? You could, but I think you got to charge at least $350, at least, right? But I think you could charge more. How can you charge $1,000? Now you've covered 3 days. Whoa, now you've covered 3 days from somebody getting some one-on-one time with you, a call with you. How worth it is it to them to change their life? What can you do that is gonna level up their awareness and change their life that is worth $1,000? What can you do to make it $2,000, $3,000? Even involving your time. William Brown does this. I think William Brown charges $3,000 a month, but he also sells his time. If his schedule is open, you can Zoom call him. You can call him for $3,000 a month. He's a phenomenal entrepreneur. There's lots of people that would pay $3K a month to speak to William, okay? Now, depending on the problem you can solve, people might pay that to you too. When I was in the music business working as a sound engineer, what I used to do, because a lot of people, they're just hellish with paying, right? I used to be like, look, $1,500 for the month, right? You'll get this amount of time. I'll do this amount of mixes. This will get done, $1,500 a month. And I had some clients who did that, right? Now, maintaining is a different story, but I had some clients who did that. So I got like what, 6 or 7 clients who are making 10K a month. Boom. I have a friend, he's a fitness guy. He charges $2,000 or $3,000 per client to help him out. You're gonna make your 10K a month, especially if you attach it to your time. Sorry, you're gonna need to attach it to your time. You might be working a job, but use ChatGPT, tell it everything that you're doing in your life, and it will build you a schedule and let you know how much free time you have, because you really do. You're just wasting it. You're just wasting it because you're unaware of how much time you actually have, because you're in chaos. And that's why you can't make the money. Can't make the 10K a month, okay? So, in terms of selling time, use Calendly. Free. It's free. It's free, okay? It's free. People can book a call and they can pay with Calendly. So you learned, use your phone, it's free. You learned, use Calendly, it's free. You learned, use Notion or Gumroad, it's free. Bang, sell the knowledge. Woo! 10K a month. That's how you do it, using the laws of the universe. You understand? So that's that. If you want more direct help with this, come join the next realm. We will help you out. We'll use the laws of the universe to increase your income for real with a system that works step by step, along with a network who's getting after it and making money using the immutable laws of the universe. I will see you next time from me and Wifey.
Peace. You know what I actually like? I like the image that it looks like a rocket going up, but if you look at it, like the fact that the all The fact
It's
that,
true, it's a rocket. Yeah.
but also the fact that the all is at the top and it's almost like projecting down, and then through the duality of the masculine and the feminine, it broadens the perspective. But in broadening the perspective now, that's where the confusion and that's where the duality and the spectrums come in.
Pretty much. That's basically how it
But
works.
you're taking a rocket and elevating through that with speed.
That's how it works. You guys just got a PS moment, a behind the scenes moment. Anyways, see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, join the next round. Peace.